When my wife, Mia, told me not to come to her office party, she tried to make it sound casual. "It's just, my ex will be there," she said, not meeting my eyes. "I don't want things to be awkward." The sentence hit me harder than it should have. We had been married 8 years. I'd never cared about her past, but something in her voice, something nervous, shaky, made my stomach twist. I forced a smile. "If you're uncomfortable, I won't go." But deep down, something felt off. She wasn't scared of awkwardness. She was scared of me seeing something. The night of her party, she left the house dressed nicer than usual. New perfume, fresh curls, the kind of effort she never made for our date nights anymore. When she leaned in for a goodbye hug, she barely touched me. As soon as she drove away, my phone buzzed. A message from her coworker, someone I barely knew but who apparently knew more about my marriage than I did. "You should come." That was it. Just 2 words. But enough. I grabbed my keys. The event was at a hotel ballroom, fancy, loud, packed with people. I slipped inside unnoticed. It wasn't hard to spot her, mingling, smiling, laughing in a way she hadn't laughed with me in years. And beside her, standing too close, touching her arm like he had every right, was her ex, Daniel. The same Daniel she once cried over. The same Daniel she once said ruined her ability to trust. The same Daniel she said she never wanted to see again. Except now she was standing inches from him, twirling her hair, smiling too brightly. My heart tightened, but I wasn't angry. Not yet. Just observing. I moved behind a column where she couldn't see me. And that's when I heard it. Her coworker whispering to another one. Mia said her husband wouldn't come. She said it's better that way so she can catch up with Daniel. Catch up? The other woman laughed. Is that what we're calling it now? My jaw clenched. Then I saw Daniel lean in and whisper something in my wife's ear. She blushed. Actually blushed. The woman who barely smiled at me these days was blushing for him. I stepped out from behind the column. Her face went pale when she saw me, like she'd seen a ghost. "Hey," I said calmly. Daniel stepped back, suddenly pretending he wasn't touching her elbow a second ago. She stuttered. What are you doing here? I told you not to come." "I know," I said. "But your coworker invited me." The coworker behind her took a guilty step back. "Good." Mia swallowed hard. "It's not what it looks like." "It looks like you didn't want your husband here because you wanted to get close to your ex," I replied quietly, so only she and Daniel could hear. She opened her mouth, but no excuse came. Daniel cleared his throat. "Look, man." I held up a hand. "Don't. You had your chance with her years ago. You lost it." He had nothing to say. I stepped closer to my wife. "You know what hurts? Not that you talked to him, but that you didn't want me here because you were worried he'd see you with your husband." Her lip trembled. I continued, "Do you know what that tells me? You're still trying to impress him." The words landed exactly where I wanted. She broke into tears. People nearby turned to look. She suddenly realized everyone was watching, coworkers, managers, friends. Daniel disappeared into the crowd. Of course he did. Cowards always scatter when truth appears. She whispered, "Can we talk privately?" "No," I said softly. "You didn't want me here when you were trying to impress someone else. So let's keep it public." Then I took off my wedding ring, placed it gently in her trembling hand, and said, "Go impress whoever you want. I'm done competing for my own wife." Her knees nearly buckled. I walked out of that ballroom feeling lighter than I had in years. I didn't yell. I didn't fight. I didn't humiliate her. I just set her free, and freed myself in the process. The next morning she showed up at home begging for a second chance, saying she was caught in the moment, that she never meant anything. But once you see where someone really wants to shine, you can't unsee it. And sometimes, the most powerful revenge is walking away before they get the chance to break you any further.